All right, well, I decided today to take a trip down to Maryland. I'm currently sitting at the Thermont Goodwill, and we're about to head in and see what we can find to buy and flip for a profit. Here we go. All right, here we have a Fenton birthstone bear for $3.49. That's not a bad first find of the day. I'm gonna pick that up. I mean, these birthstone bears aren't worth a ton, but it's not bad, especially for the first item. I'm pretty excited about that. This chicken bookend is kind of neat. This fish has been here for a minute. I mess with that. This is really adorable. A dog with the basketball. Kind of falling through the cracks there a little bit, though. We're gonna scoot this way. I kind of like the looks of that. My guess is it's going to be Pfaltzgraff. Let's see, $6.49. There's actually no markings on it. You know, that's probably contemporary, but it's got a folk art look to it. You guys know I like folk art. And I think I'm going to grab that as long as there's no damage to it, even for $6.49. I realize I have to be really careful at the Maryland Goodwills because there seems to be a lot of damaged merchandise. Not at this particular Goodwill, but a few of the other Goodwills that I frequent, there's a lot of damaged merchandise out on the shelves. And I actually picked up a piece a while ago. What is this? Wings of Whimsy. I really love this. $3.49. That is so sweet. We're gonna grab that. Over there, is that Lenox? It is Lenox, $4.49. So this is a Lenox trinket box. Oh my gosh, look at this. This is so sweet. I'm kind of oblivious. I really love this, but there is a chip on the flower on the head. That's such a shame. And now I have to decide if I want to make an exception on this. Gosh, who makes this? I'm sure it's probably made in Japan or Taiwan. No markings on that. Ugh. Okay. No, don't do it. Okay, I'm going to leave it. Somebody else will come and fall in love with it. I'm going to leave it because it's damaged, but I'm going to take this Lenox trinket box. There's a fleur-de-lis paperweight. I'm going to leave that and hope it doesn't fall through the cracks. And that in the back looks kind of interesting. $3.49. What does that say? Oh, Japan. He's kind of neat with the bisque finish. Probably plays a song. I think I'm going to leave it behind, though. Oh my gosh. I don't think I'm ready for any more piggy banks. That looks like one of those winter's cottages. Let's see what it says on the bottom. This says, yes, David Winter. So every time I find these, they seem to be damaged, but this looks to be in good condition. Even for $8.49. I really love that it's a snowy cottage. It has the snow all over it, and I'm not seeing any damage on it. So I think Old Joe's Beetling shop, I think I'm going to grab that because I know that these can be worth money. I don't know exactly which ones are worth money, but I know they can be. So I'm just going to grab it on that one, that hunch. There's a pineapple. We're going to move this way. Some fish. Duck. And here is the glass. Mostly clear glass. So sometimes there's a little colored glass mixed in. This looks like Avon Cape Cod pattern. And then some peach luster Fire King creamer. This is an interesting sculpture. It is actually ceramic. It looks like metal, so they stuck it in the metal section. There seems to be a few of these vases, which I imagine are, yes, contemporary. Although they were originally $29.99. Decorative use only, of course. Only intended for decorative use. There are some stone goblets. Not seeing much on my favorite shelf today. This is hand blown, but it's awfully tiny. Here's the lamp section. We're going to take a quick peek at the lamps. That is kind of wild looking, but the cord looks contemporary, so I don't think I'm going to mess with that. No mid-century modern over here. Let's peek around the corner. There's a neat horse in there. Carved stone. Gold bowl. It's not every day you find a gold bowl in a baggie. It looks to be in good condition too. I need to get a closer look at that. Oh, are there two in there? No, I think there's just one. There's no way that's... Yeah, it looks like there's a chip on the flower there on his hat. So I don't think I'm going to mess with it. Although part of me is like, if there's just a little bitty chip on the flower. It's not even a petal because there aren't individual petals. It's just a little chip. I should probably save it from the baggie because it's just going to get destroyed. $3.49. I think nowadays gold bowls are going for like 18 to 24. I think that's without looking them up. So I'll grab it. $3.49. The only thing that sucks about baggies is that I'm stuck with all this other stuff. There's two of those. They're kind of neat. And there's that wildly colorful thing again. I look at that every time I come in. It's just somebody's paint project. I think over clear glass, but it's just so bright and colorful. It really is fun. I just don't think there's a whole lot of resale value there. I have to remember to peek down here on the bottom shelf. There's Noah's Ark. It is broken. I think these are made in Peru. That's broken on top as well. I have come across larger versions of those in the past. It seems like something is always broken on them. Keep growing. That's very done. I try to approach this shelf from different angles because occasionally I do miss stuff if I just look from one angle. But I think that might be it for me. I'm gonna go check out the Christmas. I did see they're about to wheel out a new cart. So I'm gonna go check out the Christmas and then I'll see if maybe they've wheeled out the fresh cart. But otherwise, I'm gonna get out of here. Alright, here we are in Christmas. Looking a little sparse today. Hi, how are you? They must just be organizing because it was really crowded the last time I was in here. That's really cute, but I get the impression that it is contemporary, so I'm not gonna mess with it. That's plastic. Oh, here's an art glass snowman. That's probably made in China. It is 6-inch glass snowman table piece. Originally Walmart for $3.97. So at least it's cheaper than the original price. I kind of like this gold painting. It's just really neat. It's $8.49. I don't know if this is like 1980s or what that would be. It's just kind of cool. I saw it from across the room and I was like, oh, I like that. I don't know what's going on there. Also, I'm like, you don't need artwork. But I just had to peek. I just had to see what was going on over here. And there's really not a whole lot going on, but that was definitely eye-catching. I did sell some artwork out of the booth, so I gotta move some more in, but I have plenty at the shop to take its space. Alright, well they just wheeled out a fresh cart.
Sticker cases, this is like maybe one of the third time I've done this.
It's the third time you've done this?
I think so, because I'm actually a cashier, so
I know.
I don't do it much. And if anything, they would either have me do electrics or linens. I don't do much.
I think you'll do fine. Alright, so I'm just checking out the fresh cart. Sue is off today. I'm wondering if she's taken off for Thanksgiving. Not seeing a whole lot for me, but there's some cool stuff on there. That down there looks pretty cool. Some sort of serving apparatus. It's heavy, fancy. I think silver plate maybe. It's kind of wild. Maybe I should grab that. I feel like I should, although this piece is $9.49 and then all of the little hangy things are also $9.49. Yeah, it is fancy. So I think I'm gonna leave that one behind. Oh, 5 of 5. So they are priced individually. That makes me feel a little better. So it is $9.49 for the whole set. Okay, looks. I will grab it. It's just silver plate, but it's cool looking. So we'll grab it. I didn't realize it before because the 5 of 5 is kind of right there under the pink. I am so confused by this thing. I don't understand it. I think it's a vase. And I'm like, are those supposed to hang off? Because they hang really awkwardly. And I just don't even know what's going on. And then there's a random bowl that's made in China that's also part of the set. But I don't think it goes, or maybe it goes on top, but I thought that was a vase. So I'm all sorts of confused. But I'm gonna buy it. All right, well, our total spend there at the Thermont Goodwill was $39. I got back to the car. I looked up that David Winter's cottage, and it turns out that the lowest it's sold for is $10. I think I paid $9 for it, which could possibly be trouble. But however, that was an auction, and it only had one bid. The highest I saw it sold for was $18. So I think that I might make like a buck or two on that, which is a little disappointing, because I've heard that they could sell for a lot of money, and I think there are certain ones that sell for a lot of money, but the majority of them are just average. And I just so happened to pick up an average one, which is kind of a bummer. That's usually why I steer clear of them. That and the fact that they do have a tendency to always be chipped when I find them. And I'm finding them at the Goodwill, so that checks out. But anyway, I'm going to move to the next Goodwill now. And I'll see you there. There's a pretty doll down there. She looks like a souvenir doll of some sort. $2.49. An owl. Blocked deer made in China. There's a whole lot of these dolls. They're actually really fun. And rabbits. Cows. All sorts of stuff happening down there. There's some bisque porcelain, but the wings are broken on this. This is one of the Goodwills where I have to be careful because a lot of the stuff is damaged. That's pretty. That is a decanter. $7.49. I kind of like that, as long as there's no damage. That's just a pretty decorative decanter for $7.49. I think I'll grab it. Here we have a snow globe. There's some art glass for $6.49. I think that might be Ericsson. Is that what I'm thinking? All those controlled bubbles. It could also be made in China. We're gonna grab that. This is neat. This is horsehair. The big chunk out of the head, though. That's horsehair pottery. That's how they get those squigglies on it. This down here is just some wild thing. I'm not really sure what is happening here. It's kind of crazy looking. No markings on that. Let's make sure we're not missing anything. I have a tendency to look through my viewfinder on my camera and then I miss things in real life. I like that. I feel like somebody may have done that in school, but I really like it. What is this? That's something from Target. Okay, moving along. There's all the clear glass, although I have found some nice crystal over here before. I'm not seeing any today. What is this? That is kind of cool. For $5.49. It's glass and chrome, although the lead is very bent up, so I don't need it. Here are the vases, and I don't think you really see anything exciting. Alright, well, I'm going to check the baggies here. I have had luck in the baggies before, but sometimes there's just nothing here. I think I looked at this baggie the last time. I was really into that turtle. And then I made the decision I didn't want the turtle. And here we are again, checking out the turtle. I think I'm going to leave it again. Just having that deja vu, like, hey, I looked at this turtle before. There's a piggy. I've sold enough piggies to last me the rest of the year. It is only a few months after all. What is that creature in there? Oh, it's a rabbit. There's a rabbit and a dragonfly with a pointy tail. Here are the lamps. This is a vintage lamp. $2.49. I just kind of like the scene on that, but I'm not going to pick it up. I don't need a lamp. I've got plenty. And that's a really cute little tree. I love how round and fat it is. I'm curious about that vase in the back. Let's get a closer look at that. That is Bloom, a fall floral container. Originally $29.99. $9.49 here at the Goodwill. There are two crude hand-blown mugs here. And I like sets of two. They are quite crude. $4.49 each, though. What could I expect to get from the pair? Probably like 12 to 18. And together they'd be about $10, so I don't think they're really worth picking up for resale. They also don't want to sit flat. They kind of want to just topple over. So I think I'm going to leave those. These are Fire King, but I can't tell if they're just meant to be kind of flat or if they went through the dishwasher too many times. I think I'm going to leave those. That's kind of fun, Witch's Brew. Alright, so I added this sweater for Laurel. Other than that, this is all I've got. Two pieces and a sweater for Laurel. Oh wait, what is that? What is that thing? It's a vessel of some sort, but it's not a vase. Oh, it's made in China. Never mind. Alright, well, our total spend here at the Monocacy Boulevard Goodwill was $20. And that included the sweater that I got for Laurel, which I think was $4.49. So I bought two pieces. That green art glass dish with the bullicante, and also that instrument. I don't think it was a guitar, but that cool decanter. So not a whole lot. I'm not sure why this Goodwill has so much broken merchandise, but it does. And I've noticed that certain Goodwills, you have to just be cautious. Just be cautious and really look it over, because they don't seem to really I wouldn't say it's that they don't care. I think that they just don't notice it, or it gets broken on the shelf, because I do know that there is some level of let's not put out broken stuff, but I think sometimes it just gets through because they deal with so much stuff. So yeah, I just have to. I've picked up too many broken things without realizing they were broken until I got them back to the shop. And when you're paying up, you saw these prices were a little bit higher. I'm willing to pay up on stuff when I know I can make money on it, but when I get it back to the shop and realize it's broken, that really sucks. So anyway, I'm gonna head out of here now. I'm gonna move on to the next Goodwill, but you guys are gonna have to wait for that video, and I guess I'll see all of you tomorrow. So long.